Some of you have a lot of challenges where maybe you've not find out about anything, then you rush to buy the forms and then everything all of a sudden pay admission fees of 5,000 and you are stuck, you are confused. When you are applying to school, don't wait to gain admission before you look for money. Look for money, put it aside. If you gain the admission, then you go and pay. If someone also be like, oh my God, I don't have money to go to school, God help me, how am I going to get 25,000 to spend from my first year to my final year? It's very important to know your financial background and financial checks before you go to the college or the university. It's very important. All right, greetings. Today we are going to talk about school fees in tertiary institutions, be it college or university. Are you going to nursing or teacher training college, or you are going to the university to offer law, any other course, or you want to be a lecturer in the university, or you want to go and study food and nutrition, or you want to go and do. These are basically what I'm going to break down for you so that you will know and you will know how to plan very well. It's very important. You have to know your financial grounds before you start college or university. All right. One thing that motivates me to be able to do videos like this to also help you is that once you subscribe to my channel and you like my video, it means that whatever I'm doing is very important and is helpful. That motivates me and gives me the morale to do so. Number one, how much do they pay in nursing school? Well, in your first year, that is if you gain admission, basically approximately, I'm not going to give you a fixed figure because you know school fees varies each year. So in every year there is increment in school fees. So it can either be increment or what, decrease in school fees. So if I'm going to give you a fixed figure, it means that that is the actual one. But I'm giving you approximation so that you know that something less than that or something little bit higher than that. If you gain admission as a fresher, you are likely to pay admission fees of 3,000 plus to 4,000 plus, getting to 5,000 plus. All right, why am I mentioning three figures? Wow, I mentioned 3,000 plus, I mentioned 4,000 plus, I mentioned 5,000 plus because schools varies and the activities that are performed in most schools varies from one school to the other. So that means that one school, for instance, you might be paying 4,000 as admission fees, and another school is paying 5,000 as admission fees, and another school will be paying 6,000 as admission fees, another school too will be paying 3,000 as admission fees. This is simply because activities levels varies according to the colleges. There are some schools that when you get to the environment, you realize that that campus alone tells you that is very costly. Yes, that is what I am talking about. So the varying in school fees payment can differ because of the school. All right, so as a fresher, when you gain admission, you are going to pay approximately 3,000 plus, 4,000 plus, or 5,000 plus. Let's say the amount of money you are going to pay in Sunyani Nursing and Midwifery Training College might differ from the amount of money you are going to pay in Kolibu Nursing and Midwifery Training College. You understand? Yes. What motivates me to be able to create contents like this to also help you is that once you subscribe to my channel and you like my video, it means that what I am saying is very helpful to you, and that gives me the morale to create more contents that will also help you. You are going to pay 3,000 plus, 4,000 plus to 5,000 plus as a fresher if you receive admission for the first time to go to the college. Let's put all things aside, all things being equal, let's assume that the admission fees is 4,000. As a fresher, it means that you are going to pay 4,000 in your first year, first semester. Nursing school and midwifery schools, you pay school fees on semester basis, not as compared to the colleges and universities. In the universities where you pay fees yearly, or the teacher training college where you pay fees yearly, the nursing or midwifery, you pay fees semester basis, which means that you have 2 semesters in one academic year. For instance, 2024, for instance, if you gain admission in 2024, you are going to pay school fees 2 times in 2024 before you go to the next academic year, which is 2025. All right, so if you are paying 4,000 as admission fees in your first year level, in your first year second semester, the fees will rather decrease or increase. However, most of the things that happens is that the school fees decreases after the admission fees. This is the simple thing that is behind this. Let me break it down for you to get it. As a first year student, you are starting up and you are new. Everything you are going to pay is new. It's not as compared to someone who have already been in the school, because some things are there, maybe the person might have already paid. So when the next fees is coming, the person is not going to pay that one again. So definitely the school fees is going to decrease. So in your first year, first semester, the admission fees definitely is going to be high. And then the first year, second semester, the admission fees, the school fees is going to come down. Yes, that is the trend. However, it's not all situations that this happen, but in most cases, the fees always decrease. Okay, so when that happens, let's say the fees decrease from 4,000 to 3,000 in your second semester. Okay, so that is how much? That is 7,000 in one academic year. It means that you have finished first year with amount of what? 7,000 Ghana cedis, where 4,000 Ghana cedis have been your admission fees, and then 3,000 Ghana cedis being your second semester school fees. Now, let's proceed to second year. When you move to the second year level, it's the same trend. The probability is that the school fees is likely to either decrease or increase, depending on the activities and the things that you'll be doing. You understand? So let's say the school fees is going to increase a bit in your second year level. So let's say it has increased from 3,000 to 3,500 in your second year first semester. So now you are paying 3,500 in your second year first semester. So let's move to your second year second semester. So along the line, maybe in your second year second semester, the school fees is also likely or is likely to also what? Reduce. So let's say there is a decrease in the school fees from 3,500 to, let's say, 3,000. Let's take it there again. I am approximating, calculating for you to get and see how you can prepare your financial grounds. However, I am not saying the school fees is exactly 3,000 or 4,000 or 3,500, but there can be changes. Definitely, some might be paying 5,000, someone might be paying 3,000, someone might be paying 4,000, depending on the school you are attending to. You get that right? So let's say in your second year, second semester, the school fees have now decreased to 3,000 again. So let's count it. First year, 4,000, that is for your admission fees. First year, second semester, you pay 3,000 because the school fees have decreased. In your second year, first semester, the school fees move again from 3,000 to 3,500. That is your second year, first semester. In your second year, second semester, the school fees decrease again from 3,500 to 3,000. So now we have 4,000, we have 3,000, that is 7,000. We have 3,500, and then we have 3,000. So now how much is that money? So let's put it together. Putting all these fees, your first year and second year, first and second semester, third and fourth semester, putting it together, you are going to get 13,500 Ghana cedis for your first and second year. Okay, so let's move further. You are going to your final year. In your final year, let's say there are a lot of things that is going to happen there. In your first semester, there is no increase in school fees, so you are still paying 3,000. Yes, there is no increase in school fees in your final year. All things being equal, you are paying 3,000. All right, so let's maintain it there. So in your final year second semester, you are paying 4,000. All right, so maybe it has moved to 4,000 because maybe you might be paying for registration fees, you might be paying for NMC fees, you might be paying so a lot of things, you know, to register, to be able to prepare yourself towards the examination. So let's state that you are paying 4,000 again. So it means that in your final year, approximately you are paying 7,000. So now 7,000 plus 13,500, you are going to get 20,500. You get that right? So it means that approximately 20,500 can be able or may be able to take care of you from first year to final year. This was rough approximation of school fees that you are likely to pay from your first year to your final year in the nursing and midwifery institutions. Alright, but we've forgotten about one most important thing. The most important thing here is that, have you forgotten that you'll be spending, you'll be buying one or two things, you'll be doing this or that. You can't live in the university or in the college without spending. Definitely you might need something you need to buy, definitely you might need to purchase something, definitely you need to dress well, you need to buy a laptop, you need to purchase a mobile phone, you need to do a lot of things. You understand? These things are also contributing to a lot of money you'll be spending along the line. So how much do you think you can spend when you are in school? Are you someone who can manage finance? Are you someone who spends a lot? In this case, no matter how you spend, it means that you have to be able to manage your financial grounds when it comes to nursing or in the university level, so that you'll be able to be stable whilst you are in school. So let's assume that approximately you are also spending or buying one or two things costing to an amount of, let's say, 5,000. So definitely you have 25,000 spending in the nursing and midwifery training institutions, be it your admission fees, your school fees, and you buying one or two things. All right, so why not you just calculate approximately? This is someone who is ready to manage financially, all things being equal, school fees not being so much high. You get that correct? So if these things are put in place, it means that you'll be able to manage your finance, approximately spending 25,000 to complete from your first to your final year in the nursing and midwifery training institution. However, how sure are you? Do you think you can manage with that? And that question is left on to you, and that will even explain more once you gain admission. I am giving you insight so that you know what is inside there and you can be able to prepare. You have to make sure you check all these grounds. Someone will also be like, oh my God, I don't have money to go to school. God help me. How am I going to get 25,000 to spend from my first year to my final year? All being my admission fees, my school fees, and then my provisions and other stuff. This is so touching, and I know how you feel. It's not easy to make up money. Our parents are really tried a lot. So what you need to do is that, all the same, start gathering some money, put up something small, and then you start to see how you are going to make up some money, to go to school. Don't also sit down and say, oh, there is no money. If you want to get the 25,000 plus that we just calculated, you are not going to get that money and go to the school. What you do is you have to go. By the grace of God, due to one help from one family member to another, due to help from friends and family, well wishes, definitely you can be able to gather some of this money to go to school. So that is what I am telling you, and you are supposed to make good use of it, and you're definitely gonna make it in life. May God be a guide to all of us and make us a successful people at the end of the day. Thank you.